Welcome, everybody, to Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. All of us, all for you. And tonight, we are in Scottsdale as the Saguaro SaberCats, who are 2-3, are set to host the Higley Knights, who are 3-2 on the season. And hello, everybody. Chris Harris here, along with former Dallas Cowboy and three-time Super Bowl champion Dale Elstree. And Dale, we've got two teams here that won state titles 2 years ago, but now two teams trying to find their footing as they begin the second half of the season.
And the second half of the season in Arizona football nowadays takes on a whole new look as transfers become eligible. We'll see a few of those tonight. It'll be an exciting evening of football.
Now, offensively, Higley is led by their 3-year starter at quarterback, the gunslinger, Gunnar Fagrell.
Yeah, you look at Gunnar, he's 18-4 as a starter. 2 of those losses coming in the last 2 weeks. So 18-2 coming into the last 2 weeks. He's athletic, he's accurate, he has a great touch, and he gets the ball where it needs to be. He's going to have to play big tonight for Higley to have success.
Now, on the other side of the ball for the Knights, it's defensive end Jaden Rhodes who get things started in the trenches.
6'4", 240 pounds. They keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger here in Arizona. It's crazy. Last year led the team in tackles, sacks. Off to a good start this season. Saguaro has to keep an eye on number 24.
Now, offensively for Saguaro, there's a change at quarterback with the arrival of Ashton Pinnell, who came in from Long Beach, California, where he played 3 games from Millikan High School. This will be his second start here tonight, where he replaces the incumbent starter, Marcel Jones.
It's going to be interesting because obviously you make a change at any other position, it does not matter, but at quarterback, it affects the entire team. You talk about him, he's a drop-back passer, he's got a great arm, he's accurate, and the coaching staff believes he gives them the best chance to win.
Now, we still might see Jones in the special packages here tonight as well. Now, another player to keep your eye on for the SaberCats is senior Tristan Armstrong, who starts on both sides of the ball, had a big pick-6 last week against Highland.
He starts both ways for the Saguaro team. He's a boundary safety and a wide receiver. He's a playmaker. He's a guy who's going to go get the ball, whether it's on offense and defense. Again, another guy that needs to come up big for the SaberCats to win tonight.
All right, when we come back, we'll have the keys to the game and kickoff between the Higley Knights and Saguaro SaberCats. You're watching Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
Who are they?
Those are Grandma's experts.
Oh, why are they here?
Grandma invited them. She's seen a lot of doctors over the years, but she insists they are the best, and not just in medicine.
Yeah, as always, look at you.
See what I mean? Get expert care from experts who care.
Have you met my grandson?
He's single. Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignment. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car is out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignments. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are the first to respond. At Global Credit Union, we're here for them and any member who needs financial help anytime, day or night. At Global, service means being available 24/7, 365 days a year. Real people right here in the U.S. Global salutes our first responders and all those who answer the call. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
A beautiful evening here in Scottsdale as we get set for kickoff between Saguaro and Higley. But before that, let's send it down to the field and the third member of our team, Kate Longworth. Kate?
Yeah, guys, I'll tell you what, both of these teams very hungry for a win, coming off tough losses for both of them last week. For the Knights, they had their lowest scoring outing of the season. They found the end zone just once against Mountain View. Meanwhile, for the SaberCats, they're really trying to get back to their winning ways. It's Coach Kelly's second season at the helm for the team. Last year, they had just one victory total, but he said after having a full season and off season with his team, he really sees that chemistry now showing up on the field. And since we've turned the calendar now to October, both of these squads are very well aware that now every game, every win, it counts if you want to keep playing through November.
No doubt about it, Kate. Great stuff. Now, tonight's coin toss is brought to you by Honor Health. All of us, all for you. And looks like Higley has won the toss, and they have deferred. So it'll be Saguaro to receive to get things started.
And I'm going to tell you something, Chris, just from observation, not for nothing, not that it means anything. Just kind of interesting pregame, watching both teams warm up, seeing them here before the game. The excitement level on the Higley sidelines seems to be a little bit higher than the excitement on the Saguaro sidelines. And as you watch warm-ups and things like that, a lot of whistles had to be blown for Saguaro to get lined up in their drills and things like that. Again, not that it means anything, but something I'm going to keep an eye on here early in this football game.
Good look at the student section here at Saguaro, getting fired up. 6th game of the season, and it also means the transfers for both teams are eligible to play. You got to sit those first 5 games.
Yep.
So a lot of these teams, second half of the season, going to look a lot different here tonight.
Anymore, it seems like there's really 2 seasons.
Yes.
The non-region season, and then the region season hits, and the transfers are eligible, and you see the real teams. Now, how quickly teams adjust, that's another thing. So it'll be fascinating to watch tonight, both these teams.
And we are underway. Caden Olson with the kickoff for Higley. And the return for Saguaro, getting brought down just about the 25-yard line there, was Elijah Jackson, the transfer right on cue from Queen Creek. So the SaberCat offense, they will start from their own 25.
You talk about both these programs and the success that they've had, even very recently, as you see the starters here for Saguaro. Look at the quarterback, Ashton Pennell, on the season. 1 game, 18 and 26, 165 yards. We'll keep an eye on that offensive line as the game goes on, too.
Hand off to the left side. Not much real estate over there for Brig Randall. I can give him a pickup of about 5.
And that's when you know you got a little bit of a running game, when it looks like it's something that just got kind of bottled
Yes.
up, and you're like, yeah, that's a nondescript play. No, it's 2nd and 5. You kind of like that as an offensive coordinator.
Take that. Just saw the starters for Higley. Randall now trying the right side, puts his head down and picks up the first down. The junior running back, Brig Randall.
Whoa. Big 75, Leighton McKenzie, 6'3", 305 pounds. He's a senior, number 75. Does a great job pulling around. Looks like it was a power play. He led the way, and a first down on the 2nd carry of the game.
Gonna try that right side again. Penalty flag is down. The officials for tonight, the referees, Dave Castillo, umpire Michael Payne, head linesman Michael Connor, line judge Dallas Farrell, back judge Patrick Thompson, the side judge Michael Magnano, field judge Spencer Hockness. Holding is the call. Well, we got offsetting penalties here.
Replay first down.
And let's go back down to the field and check in with Kate.
Well, a little bit more weight on this opening drive, guys. If you look at the background and what's been happening this week for the SaberCats, it's been a wild week and an intense 24 hours as offensive coordinator Noel Mazzoni accepted a job to join UCLA as an offensive analyst role. He's already with the Bruins today, which means that in the last 24 hours, Coach Kelly had to call upon the next man up. Ryan Ramirez's number was called just yesterday. He took over official play calling for the team. And he said it's been a crazy 24 hours, not a lot of sleep, a lot of excitement. And Chris, I know we were talking with him, we were joking with him. Are there notebooks all around your house right now trying to write down notes? He said tonight you're probably going to expect a lot of the stuff these kids already practiced for. But hey, we'll see what happens as the season carries over as he puts his touch on this.
Yeah, a lot going on this week for Saguaro. You got a quarterback who's making his second start. And then you got the transfers coming in. Your OC leaves. Ryan Ramirez, the passing game coordinator, QB coach, taking over. As Kate just alluded to, taking a shot to the left side. Incomplete for Tristan Armstrong.
Well, and as we talked in the open, the thing about the quarterback position, that it's so unique. I mean, you can roll your left guard, your right guard, your offensive lineman, defensive line. A lot of positions you can roll guys in and out. Nobody even knows. Nobody cares. When it's the quarterback, then everybody seems to care. But I promise you, the players know who is best for this football team. The coaches believe right now that Pennell is the guy who is the best for this football team, and they're the ones that he is going to win, the one that's going to play tonight.
Pennell, 6'3", 195. The senior steps back, drops it off. Catch is made down the sideline, still on his feet. That is Meadows. Finally gets brought down to 35 after a pickup of 29.
You look at Meadows, only a sophomore, 5'9", 175 pounds. Look at Pennell stand in there, crossing route. You see the young wide receiver come all the way across the field. Then you see the elusiveness. Really nice throw and catch. Pick up the first down and keep this drive moving for Saguaro.
Great blocking by that offensive line as well, giving Pennell the time to deliver. SaberCats now at the Knights' 35. Handoff, Randall up the middle. So how about the journey for Ashton Pennell? You know, his sophomore year, he was a backup quarterback at St. John Bosco, the national powerhouse. And in his junior year, he played at Loyola. Then he transferred to Millikin for this season, where he started the first 3 games there at Millikin in Long Beach, and then transferred into Saguaro. Then he had to sit out long enough for the adjustment period. And so his first game was last week at Highland. Hand off to Randall to the right side. First down for Randall. And kudos as well to the incumbent starter into the season, Marcel Jones, who Pennell replaced, and he's been a wonderful teammate to Pennell and the entire squad.
They're going to get him the ball. Again, look at this speed. You got 2 big dudes out there. That's number 71, Johnny Suwa, 6'2", 305, and McKenzie again, 6'3", 305. I mean, the size of these young men and the speed with which they can pull and move is just astounding.
First down, Pennell scrambling, cuts it upfield. Inside the 20, gets tripped up, and gets brought down at the 17-yard line. So you can see that Pennell's got a little bit of athleticism to him as well.
Nobody open downfield. Still pretty good pass protection. Saw an opening. Nice job by Higley coming up and stopping him for a short gain. And you see the white jerseys closing in quickly from the Knights.
So it's going to bring up second down and about 5 for Saguaro. Nice opening drive here for the SaberCats. 3.5 minutes into this one, Randall to the left side. He gets bottled up this time, though, by that Knights defense. Saguaro now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again.
Are we going to do this every week now?
No, it was just that first week. I don't think we can top the first week.
10th play of the drive, a 4+ minute drive as this continues to move along for Saguaro.
So if you're Ryan Ramirez, you got to be pleased with this opening drive as the play caller.
Well, the play clock's not moving, so play clock is moving. I mean, the time on the game's moving, but the play clock's not.
Pennell, catch is made. Boy, great open field tackle there. That was made. Looked to be Dylan Hostelero. Catch was made by Procopio.
Number 9, 6'3", 225 pounds, and Higley's defense doing a nice job buttoning things up here as you got inside the Rhino red zone.
So we're going to have a 35-yard field goal attempt here for the SaberCats. It's going to be Jack Snyder, the transfer from Boulder Creek. Boy, almost had it blocked, but instead he splits the uprights. So the SaberCats are on the board first. 6:41 remaining, opening quarter. Saguaro with the lead on the Jack Snyder field goal.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Otter Health. All of us, all for you. And in part by Goodwill. I got it at Goodwill. Via Luna Restaurants and the Bill Riddle chapter of the National Football Foundation. Gateway Community College. Learn today, earn tomorrow. And
visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Did you know that Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert could be your first and last stop when looking for a new vehicle?
Our selection is so huge and our prices are so low, you surely won't go anywhere else.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Audrey sent you.
Did you know that if you could afford a Honda or a Toyota, you could afford a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert?
I know what vehicle I'd rather drive.
Step up to affordable luxury today.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Thanks, Charlie, for helping us out with our keys to the game. Make sure you head over to Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert and tell them Charlie sent you. And we open up here with Higley's keys.
I still think Charlie should bring one of those to each and every game so I can drive home in one and feel like I'm really special. But you see the keys for Higley, you need to have sustained drives. You want to establish the run. Both teams are going to want to do that defensively, contain the quarterback, and stop the run. They did a nice job once they got inside the red zone, stopping the SaberCat offense.
Good look right there at Eddie Zuby, 16th season leading the Higley program. Won back-to-back state titles in 5A, 2022, 2023. Moved up to 6A this year.
Always can see where Eddie Zuby is. By the way he's dressed, he's a tad bit more casual than most coaches on the sideline.
I was kind of liking the salad on his head. He's got a good hair flow going right now. Boy, look at that tackle. Kickoff return.
Nice job by number 34 for Saguaro. That's Vinny Keck. 6 foot, 185 pound senior free safety making the most of his kickoff coverage duties. You see the SaberCats here want to control the clock. They did that almost 6 minutes off the clock on their first drive. They want to win the wide receiver matchups. And then on defense, win on first and second downs, make Higley throw the football, contain their quarterback, and do not get beat deep.
Boy, we've heard that a lot, have we not?
Well, we've got a cohort that implored us not to get beat deep in a little flag football game. Rich Reed, and
almost intercepted.
He proceeded to get beat
deep, yes. The intended receiver there was Keegan Peterson, but almost picked off.
Anytime the ball glances off a wide receiver, hangs in the air for a little bit, that's a recipe for an interception.
And that was the freshman corner, Kasai Mitchell, almost coming up with it. Figrell out of shotgun. Boy, big hole up the middle. And the first one to step up there for the SaberCats was Cameron McMurray. But boy, what a burst that was out of the backfield. With the carry there for Higley was Rylan Irwin, the sophomore.
Really nice job. It looked like Braden Storm, the defensive end for Saguaro, was able to make the tackle number 11, but the burst in the offensive line push from Higley allowed them to pick up 8 yards on second down.
Just past the midway point here in the opening quarter. SaberCats with the 3-0 lead, bringing the pressure. Figrell gets it out. Daniel Zuby to the 40-yard line and the first down.
It's amazing because I watch these kids. You look at Zuby right there. He's listed at 6'1", 185 pounds. He looks much bigger than that. And I'm not saying he looks athletic, he looks strong, but he looks bigger than 6'1". And you watch these kids, nice pickup on first down. Keep your defense over on the sideline, getting some rest as this drive stays alive. Look at this room.
Fagrell chewing up some real estate, picking up the first down inside Saguaro territory. A pickup of 14 by number 15.
Yeah, Fagrell, very, very nice job. 6'1", 190 pounds. Just kind of opened up between right guard and right tackle. Look at the gap that opens up here. He sees it, gets the burst out there, picks up the first down. Nice job improvising.
A wide receiver screen catch is made there by Alan Turner, the junior. Eddie Zuby, the head coach for Higley, also the offensive coordinator, and his son Daniel had that catch earlier on in this drive. And just kind of bring things together once again with Noel Mazzoni. Mazzoni was the offensive coordinator for Eddie Zuby at Higley when the Knights won the 2022 state title.
Boy, really nice throw and catch. What a great route there by Keegan Peterson. Doing a really nice job. Does a quick out. Make sure he gets past the first down sticks. Gets out of bounds. Keeps this drive going. Another first down. Higley's offense looking really, really good here in this first quarter.
Got a first down now at the SaberCat 36. And hits Irwin coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be a pickup. They're going to mark him. Pickup of 3 they're going to give him on that.
I don't know Noel Mazzoni, but I know this of him. Is there a high school in Arizona he hasn't coached at? He even so much has tried to coach at 2 high schools at once for 1 year.
He was on a run for a while.
I'm not so sure that if I'm a head coach, I know he's a very innovative offensive coordinator, but it doesn't seem like he can keep his feet still too long. Can't blame him for taking a UCLA analyst job, but still, it's like you're halfway through the season with your kids. That job would probably be open after the season.
This is his second stint at UCLA. He's also been at ASU, Arizona, Texas A&M, Auburn, Ole Miss. To your point, Dale.
And that's the colleges. Now if you start the high schools, we're going to carry into the second quarter.
Catch is made by Zuby. And he gets brought down inside the 15. That is now 5 completions for Fagrell to 4 different receivers. That moves the chains. Boy, the Knights waste no time getting up on top of the ball. And coming up with the big stop there for the SaberCats is Claiborne Watkins.
Boy, this offense, I tell you what, Fagrell has got complete control of it. They're running the football. They're obviously a very, very short gain. Great play by Saguaro, but passing the football, they're open receivers. The offensive line's giving them time. Very cool and calm in that pocket.
Higley now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. The 11th play of the drive coming up for the Knights after the Saguaro timeout. Head coach Darius Kelly wants to talk things over with his defense. The Knights are on the march when we come back.
Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Rhino Shield's unique 3M ceramic technology reflects UV rays away from your home's exterior, reducing wall surface temperatures, and is backed by our 25-year warranty. Rhino Shield won't chip, flake, or peel. Stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Call now for your free estimate and receive 20% off the regular price.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield. Make me smile. You are so beautiful. You make me smile. You make me smile.
Gateway Community College. Go from the classroom to a career faster. Learn more at gatewaycc.edu. Gateway Community College. Learn today, earn tomorrow. Boy, we see the fast tempo here, Dale. What are the challenges as an offensive lineman like you were when you move so fast?
Well, the thing is, it's not the offensive line that has a challenge. I learned that when I played defensive line in an all-star game and played 5 plays and almost threw up. But I can play an 18-yard drive on offense. Much more difficult to play defensive line than offense, and you keep this pace up, and it's going to wear these guys down.
Coming out of the SaberCat timeout, it's the run from Rylan Irwin, the sophomore. Look at the hole by this offensive line.
Yeah, great double team. That looks, that's number 58 for Higley. Great job by, I'm going to give it a shot, Villalobos.
There you go.
Villalobos, really nice job coming down the double team, a junior offensive tackle. And you're pointing at 2 different players.
72.
And that's Stephen Farrell. Really nice job. Both juniors, both 6'5", 260 pounds. It's one of the lost arts of offensive line play. Both stayed on that double team, and then the guard comes off, blocks the linebacker who tries to sneak underneath, and that's how the hole gets open.
And Villalobos transferred in from Campo Verde, sat 5. Stephen Farrell transferred in from ALA Ironwood, sat 5. And now we got the whistles and flags coming from all directions.
Well, it's interesting. Higley brought in 5 new players. Now 1 ran off. A couple big boys. You see number 60 in there for Higley. That's Colin Berryhill.
So we got first and goal. Wildcat formation. Right side. Touchdown, Higley. And it is number 14, Anthony Polka, the junior, with the touchdown from 4 yards out.
Looked like they had 7 offensive linemen, and then you put Polka behind them. They were not trying to trick anybody on that play. They lined up big man on big man, and now they're a lot of running on out the field. I think I'm telling Coach, do we really need to do all this to try and trick somebody?
All for an extra point. Caden Olson, Fagrell the hold. Olson's kick is up and it is good.
You're doing all that because you got something up your sleeve. You see this again, really nice job by that offensive line, crashing everything down, pull the backside guard around, pins everybody inside, wide receiver, but just a really nicely devised play. And again, they're not making any bones about it. We're putting our big guys in there. We're coming at you. But as far as that extra point, what they're doing, they're kind of setting things up because every team's going to see that because film had started running when they lined up. And all of a sudden, guys are running off the field and guys are running on the field, and you don't know the things they can do. But I have a feeling they have a few things up their sleeve that at some point they will pull out when they think they need it.
Would not surprise me with an Eddie Zuby coach team. He's always up to something. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Beautiful night here in Scottsdale. We got the windows open here in the press box. 89 degrees.
Isn't it always nice in Scottsdale, Chris? I mean, we can see your house from here.
I'm not far. I was about a 2-minute drive. I know Jared was asking you what your commute was.
I thought you'd jog over here.
Olson kicking will be a touchback. Let's go back down to Kate.
Well, guys, we talked a little bit about Saguaro's coaching staff, but let's talk about longtime Higley head coach Eddie Zuby. He knows a thing or two about winning. Back during his playing days in high school, he was part of a historic win streak for De La Salle in Concord, California. He was part of the streak, which extended for 151 wins for that program. And Zuby, he finished his high school career 44-0, 3 state championships, a national title. And he said, well, he doesn't mention it much with his current team. He said it is a topic at his household. And when his kids were young growing up, whenever they got out of line, he would just say, oh, yeah? Well, how many state titles did you win? Well, fast forward a few years, and his boys answered when they also played for the Knights. His oldest son was a junior and senior, and Daniel was a freshman, sophomore when they won the 22-23 titles. So they also have 2 titles. But Coach said, I was coaching those teams, so those count against my number 2. He's still winning.
Thank you so much, Kate. What a great story. Eddie's always going to have the upper hand.
Oh, as a dad, you always have some in your back pocket. There's absolutely no doubt about that. You look at Zuby's career, obviously a very successful head coach at the De La Salle program. Just absolutely a monster. And you got to figure the pressure each and every class that comes in, because you only played 13, 14 games. You go to the state championship, and then it's the next year. And now all of a sudden you've won 140 games. And are you going to be on the team that the streak ends on?
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. They made a movie about that team, about that program. Right side, not much real estate there. Let's now take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. The last time Saguaro had the ball, take a look at the drive. It ended in the 35-yard field goal by Jack Snyder.
Coming into this drive, Saguaro on that first drive, 29 passing yards, 28 rushing. Higley, 34 passing yards, 36 rushing. Both very, very balanced.
3rd down for the SaberCats. 3rd down and about a long 5. 2 receivers split to the left, 2 to the right. Ashton Pinnell, his 2nd game as the starting quarterback for the SaberCats. Out of shotgun, looks to the right, delivers, catches made. Now the ball is loose. They're going to call it incomplete. And they're going to say he juggled it. And that is Oliver Gibson, the junior, not able to reel it in.
Really nice route. Knows where he needs to get to the sticks for the first down. Kind of went upfield a little bit quicker than he probably wanted to. And Naz Eason comes up and makes the play. The junior cornerback, 6'2", 165 pounds. A great looking defensive back for Higley.
Yeah, you talk Naz Eason and you talk Justice Brathwaite. Brathwaite is committed to play at BYU. Naz Eason offers from ASU, Kansas State, Kansas, amongst others. Might be the 2 top corner tandem in the state here at Higley. Talk about Eddie Zuby. Teams have been avoiding throwing the ball in their direction in the first half of the season.
The thing is, if you have 2 of them, it's kind of hard to avoid both of them.
Punt. Boy, what a big hit right there. No fair catch called. 34-yard punt. But a big hit right there by Choice Price, who transferred in from Saguaro, his first game of the season, making the big hit. Let's now take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Last time Higley had the ball, and it was Anthony Polka in the Wildcat formation to finish it off. 13 plays.
Both offensive lines doing a really nice job. And as I said, as a guy who played offensive line my entire college career, and we went on 15, 16, 17 play drives at SMU, ran the football a lot, and they're telling me I'm wearing the defensive line out, but yet every play there's a new guy. So you see a big run here. Almost, it does pick up the first down. I'm telling my offensive line coach, they're trying to break the huddle every 3 plays. They're rolling a new guy, and how am I wearing them down? I go and play in an all-star game, Japan Bowl all-star game. They wanted to get me a sack. I played 5 plays chasing Doug Flutie. Went out to the sidelines, threw up, and said, all right, I'm done playing defensive line.
Well, that throw up was from the night before, was it not?
Don't bring up Saki.
You did on your own. Right side, nowhere to go. Watkins was there. Claiborne Watkins there to make the stop. Big number 99. Nice job there. 6'5", 287, the senior. And we are through the opening quarter here at Saguaro. And it is the Higley Knights with the 7-3 lead over the SaberCats.
Who invited the tourists?
Oh, those are Randy's experts.
And what?
According to Randy, everything. When he first got sick, he talked to all sorts of experts. These guys are the best.
That stuff can be pretty scary.
You know what else is scary? Seeing Randy in a hospital gown.
She knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel you. Get expert care from experts who care. Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
When people need an attorney, it's because they know that they have a battle on the way. And that's why Viking Law is here, to fight for you.
If you have a personal injury case, Viking's experienced team of attorneys, paralegals, and assistants will stand strong and protect your rights. Call Viking Law Group today at 602-698-8900 or visit VikingLawAZ.com.
Let Viking Law be your lead blocker in scoring justice against the insurance companies.
Viking Law, fierce, fearless, local, and for you.
Tonight's Eye in the Game is brought to you by Viking Law Group. Let Viking Law Group do the battle for you. Take a look at the two defenses coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, you see that. Obviously, 24 points given up by the Higley Knights defense, 20 for Saguaro. The sack numbers equal at 15. Both can get out to the quarterbacks. Then you see the turnovers, 14 that Saguaro has caused and 11 for Higley. A very clean, well-played first quarter. Higley at midfield. We'll see if that continues here in the second quarter for Jared's sake.
Jared Donans, our astute statistician. And faking the fly sweep, keeping his Fagrell still on his feet inside the 20. Penalty flag is down as Fagrell is brought down at about the 10. Pickup of 43 if it stands, but there's a penalty flag down at the 32, and they're going to look like it's going to be a sideline warning against Saguaro. So how about the senior quarterback? Big pickup.
You fake the handoff. Everybody goes over there, all the black jerseys. And look at the athletic ability and the speed. Look at him change his hands. Hits the ball the outside arm. Nice job by Fagrell. Gets chased down, and the sideline warning doesn't affect the play.
And Higley now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. And they're going to call it a pickup of 40 for Fagrell. Shot to the end zone, touchdown, Knights. And it is Daniel Zuby with the touchdown, 10 yards out. And Higley extends their lead.
What a throw and what a catch. The route here, you can see quick little slant route. Finds a little void in that zone. Nice job by Fagrell finding them. Ball is zipped in there. And the extra point looks like it's no good. We were looking at the replay. Oh, they went for two.
Knights on top. We'll be back.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health. All of us, all for you. And in part by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Parker & Sons Cooling, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing Experts. We're not your average Joe. Slepian Ellickson Law, the game-changing disability law firm. And Protect, don't provide. Providing alcohol to minors is against the law.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
Joe, I'm so glad you're here. Our AC quit working. I got this.
At Parker & Sons, all of our technicians are trust certified. We only hire the best to care for our customers.
I'm all done. Thanks, Joe. Now, if we could just get a drummer to complete our 80s hair band. Don't worry. I got this. Wow, he's really not your average Joe.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
So after the Daniel Zuby touchdown, Higley went for 2. A little matriculation right here.
A little what? Did you just come up with a word? Did you just make that up and expect us to go with it?
Yes.
Matriculation?
Yeah.
Well, we said on that first one, they ran 5 guys off the field. They run 5 guys on the field. They line up and they kick the extra point. This time, you're wondering if they're setting something up. That's what they were doing. They want to see how Saguaro is going to line up to it. They did it so quick. You blink and we didn't see it, but it is 15-3 now, and Saguaro's getting the ball back. Matriculation.
Matriculation.
Yeah.
Come on now, Hellestray. It's like goes back with North Peoria. Onside kick. Knights recover. Oh my goodness, that was wide open, beautifully executed. Caden Olson with the kick. Nas Easton the recovery.
Looks like there's probably be a celebration penalty, but my goodness, what a setup by Zuby and his crew. The fact that they had everybody on the kickoff team bundled up except for one guy, and a great kick. Looked by number 99, Caden Olson.
Boy, that is film study right there.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And you always wonder, obviously, the celebration. Look at this. One guy over there, but you still got to kick it there. Takes a great bounce.
It was a cherry hop for Easton.
My goodness, a 2-point conversion now. You get the ball back, steal a possession from Saguaro, and you're up 15-3. That's why they call it 3 phases, Chris. Offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams can win ball games for you, too. A lot of coaches don't spend the proper amount of time on special teams, and as Coach Zuby just showed you, some do.
Coach Zuby digging deep. Handoff to Irwin to the right side. Not much of a pickup there. Let's take a look now at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Boy, right in behind the linebackers. The safeties were spread out a little bit. Just a dart. Grell to Zuby.
Daniel Zuby, the senior. The son of head coach Eddie. And Kate touched on the family connection earlier. Boy, big stick right there. You got number 12 and 21, Elijah Jackson and Britton Iverson in on the tackle of Irwin.
Well, the signal is false start. I'm not so sure if that wasn't maybe an illegal formation. But what a exciting run by Irwin. The sophomore running back, 5'7", 175 pounds, lowering his shoulder.
So that pushes the Knights back. The penalty. Irwin handoff. Slips through the line. Gets it back near the original line of scrimmage. Tough to find the guy when he's 5'7", running through there.
Well, when you're running behind those big offensive linemen, the other thing that just continues to shock me in Arizona high school football, that continues to get better and better and better and better, is how many underclassmen are not only contributors, they're starters. And not only are they starters, but they become stars. And they're sophomores, and there's some freshmen, and it's just crazy.
3rd down and 10. Knights are 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Make it 4 for 4. Zuby down the sideline, still going. Finally gets knocked out inside the SaberCats 35. A pickup of 26.
What a nice play. First of all, you got to give credit as they line up on the ball again very quickly. Not sure if they're going to get flagged for that as guys were moving as the ball was snapped. But you watch this throw down the sideline. Zuby catches it, makes a nice move, continues down the sidelines, keeps the drive line. Remember, that was 3rd down and 9 or 10.
Yeah. Nice little move by Zuby, as he said, on Tristan Armstrong.
I wonder if his dad ever moved like that back in the day.
I don't think so.
No.
Eddie was a linebacker at Arizona State. Figueroa rolling left, drops it off to Polka. Big hit coming up to make the stick there is Britton Iverson, and looks like he took the brunt of that hit.
Lowered his shoulder, tackled him a little bit high. Let's hope that he can, maybe the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
So Iverson's going to get attended to. Darius Kelly, the head coach, in there as well with the medical team. How about Eddie Zuby in the job offensively, defensively, and special teams, as you say, all three phases
It
so
just
far?
seems like wherever he goes, success follows him.
Yes.
And wherever he's been around the block a couple times, found a home at Higley. I think that the fans and parents love him there. The players obviously do. And just innovative. Been around a long time, but still coming up with new things. Never seen that kickoff before. Been around a long time. Never seen a kickoff lineup like that. And he pulled it off, and the kicker did a spectacular job.
And then Naz Eason finished it, making the nice recovery. Under 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. Higley's gotten 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And here they are marching again, and Polka again out of the Wildcat formation. And he's about a yard short of the line to gain. Got brought down at the 24. Good look at Darius Kelly, his second season leading this SaberCat program. And what a job he has done bouncing back, transitioning from last year, his first year, to where they are at now. Really like what he's doing with the SaberCat program.
Pick up the first down there. Really nice job by that offensive line. Polka getting the first down, running off the left side. But you're talking about Darius Kelly getting, I've always said you don't want to be the guy that replaces the guy. And Jason Mons was the guy. And you're the guy replacing him. Really, really tough year last year, but you can see this program starting to regain its footing, and what a good guy Darius Kelly is, and I think you'll see this program get back to those heights again here very shortly.
Could not agree more. Anthony Polka's going to check out, and Higley back in the Rhino Shield. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. 7:30 remaining here in the first half.
Love the way that Higley kind of just keeps Saguaro off balance. Sometimes they'll line up on the ball. Sometimes they'll get up on the ball and run a play. Sometimes it's a huddle here. But Saguaro, you got to be ready at every moment because you don't know when Higley's going to snap the ball.
Irwin, right side, big hole inside the 10. First and goal for the Knights from the SaberCats 8.
So after the onside kick recovery and the penalty, this drive is going on 5 minutes, as you see a tremendous, again, the offensive line is doing a tremendous job up front opening holes, but these running backs run with reckless abandon. Irwin again doing a tremendous job.
Another double-digit drive for Higley. This is the 10th play for the Knights. Ball is loose. A mix-up in the backfield. SaberCats recover, and it is the freshman Kasai Mitchell who comes up with it. What a huge play here for Saguaro, but there is a flag down.
I think they're going to get him for tackling him after the turnover. But he got up and started running. As you see here, the fly sweep, he recovers it, jumps up, and then if you watch any football on Sundays and you see a guy pick up a ball, you're going to tackle him. Not so sure you need to throw a flag there. Nothing was rough about that. Nothing, just boo. He sees a guy run with the football. And maybe you forget what level of football you're playing on. But tremendous job by the Saguaro defense after giving up a huge drive, getting down inside that Rhino Shield red zone, forcing the turnover, now giving the ball back to your offense.
Darius Kelly's defense coming up big, able to get the stop inside their own 10. Now the offense taking over. But Kasai Mitchell, who got that recovery for the SaberCats, he played the first 2 or 3 games on the JV team. Again, he's only a freshman. He had 7 touchdowns, returned 4 kicks for touchdowns, and had 3 interceptions. The guy is a tremendous athlete. Darius Keller is like, we've seen enough. We got to bring him up on play on Friday nights. Comes up with the big fumble recovery there. Right side, Randall. Penalty flag comes down in the area of holding.
Flag came in awful late there when that's right in the zone of holding.
And there it is. So that'll push the SaberCats back 10.
Not sure if we can get a replay of that because it was just kind of interesting. The play developed and you have Randall break out outside and late the flag comes in. Don't know how much that had to do with the play itself.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the SaberCats. The ball spotted back at their own 25. Pennell going to keep it. Gets brought down just shy of the 35. They're going to mark it at the 33.
Always interesting when you see quarterbacks do that. Looked like he dove forward almost to the 35-yard line. I understand if you're sliding, as soon as you go into your slide, you're down at that position. It looked like he almost ended up at the 35-yard line, brings up 3rd down and long 4.
A long 4. Good look at Pennell. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 4, right side. Nice stop there by Higley, making the tackle for the Knights is Brock Bascom, the senior. So that'll bring up 4th down and 1.
No hesitation. Again, I love what you see. You see big number 75 for Saguaro there. Kind of fall in love with him. McKenzie, the 6'3", 305-pounder. Nice job being athletic, turning back inside. Sets up 4th and 1.
And the Higley Knights get the stop on 4th and 1. In making the play, Adam Cooper missed last week's game with an injury, making his presence felt here on 4th down.
Really nice job shooting the gap in the backfield, and when you don't have a lead back in a situation like that to pick up any trash, that's what will happen. That's why, like in the NFL, they run fullback dive a lot on 3rd, 4th, and 1. We don't have that lead blocker in case somebody does break through the line of scrimmage. Right there, a fantastic job by Cooper to stop this drive.
So now the Knights offense will take over from the Saguaro 35. Fagrell, play action, looking downfield, finds the receiver Zuby as his outlet, and it's going to be a pickup of about 8. 2nd down and 2. Great job there by Fagrell, looking downfield, didn't have anybody, gets it out to Zuby.
Nice job by Zuby finding some open space and see his quarterback rolling out because of pressure inside.
How about the quarterback keeper, 1st down Knights?
Saw them practicing that in warm-ups when you're just doing quarterback center snaps. Always interesting if you see a quarterback just racing off behind the center. Saw them work on that because you have to be spot on when you're snapping the ball. Quarterback has to understand his hands have to stay in the same position because he's a little anxious to get going to get the steamroll, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they don't go under center all that often either. Penalty flag is thrown. Fagrell looking for Polka, incomplete. Now we got a 2nd penalty flag coming down.
Probably going to be offsetting if I would have to guess. Pass interference on Saguaro. Legal motion on Higley. Did want to point out the officials. Nice job. We're not going to be able to hear the call.
There's your offsetting penalties.
Nice job by the officials, the sideline officials, keeping the clock running when there's a question mark of if the runner's in or out of bounds. They're keeping the clock moving and doing a really nice job with that.
Fagrell, little wide receiver screen. Nice pickup there by Cam Terry Richardson, the junior.
Boy, he made that look very easy and very smooth. 6'1", 170 pounds, catches the ball in traffic, makes guys miss.
2nd down and 2. Fagrell steps up, trying to get away from the pressure. Went left, going right back up to the middle. Now he gets bottled up. Claiborne Watkins, big number 99, with his 5th sack of the season.
You got to give that a coverage sack. Nowhere to go. Bought some extra time. Rolled out to his left. Came back. Great effort there by the SaberCats. And Claiborne Watkins chasing him 6'5", 287 pounds. Running around like a track sprinter.
Watkins has an offer from Montana, a physical force for Sean Potter's defense. 3rd down, 11. Fagrell shot to the end zone, looking for Richardson, a little bit behind him, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Pretty good protection. You see the ball here thrown just a little bit behind the intended receiver there. That was Richardson. But Saguaro, you got to be happy if you're their defense. Sudden changes, and all of a sudden, bang, you have to come out and get a stop. They did that. Force a field goal attempt.
Be a 39-yard field goal attempt for Olsen. And we got whistles and flags. We got offsides against Saguaro. So Darius Kelly shaking his head.
Yeah, it's one of those things, because now if you're Zuby, is this close enough? I still think 4th and 8 with a 15-3 lead. They're going to go try and put some points on the board.
So Olsen will move 5 yards closer. Make it a 34-yard field goal attempt. .220 remaining first half. The kick is up and it is good. So Higley extends their lead to 18-3 with just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. You're watching Game Time on Your View.
Did you know that Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert could be your first and last stop when looking for a new vehicle?
Our selection is so huge and our prices are so low, you surely won't go anywhere else.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Audrey sent you.
Did you know that if you could afford a Honda or a Toyota, you could afford a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert?
I know what vehicle I'd rather drive.
Step up to affordable luxury today.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Speaking up can save lives. If you see something, say something. Protect yourself and others, because gun safety starts with us. Visit gunsafetysaveslives.com. And how about the police dog, the therapy dog we have down here tonight?
What a good-looking dog.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Very well behaved and well trained. Oh, did you get just to get a snack there, a little treat? Deserved it.
That is a pretty dog.
Good way to spend Friday night. Hanging out at the football game. So after the Olsen 34-yard field goal, Higley extends their lead to 18-3. Saguaro got 2 minutes and 16 seconds to try to trim into that deficit. And here comes the return by Jackson. Boy, look at that Higley coverage. We got a couple flags coming down. But how about number 40, Andrew Hines?
coming in.
Try to get all the way across the field. Elijah Jackson for Saguaro, and Higley doing a tremendous job covering these kicks.
Saw Andrew Hines there on the coverage, the senior transferred in from Desert Ridge. He had to sit the first 5 games. All these transfers are so amped up. They've been sitting on the sidelines for 5 games, and they're finally able to get out there as we get set for the call. So we got offsetting penalties once again. Take a look now at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Caden Olson with the field goal for Higley.
6 plays on that, 17 yards. Both offenses doing a nice job controlling the football. Thing is, Higley has 18 points and Saguaro has 3.
And that is 18 unanswered points for Higley. Saguaro got the field goal first to get things started. So we're going to kick it again after the offsetting penalties. Boy, Olsen got into that one, into the end zone. That will be a touchback.
You can tell he kind of reared back on that one a little bit, kind of like a golfer after coming off a double bogey. Decided to smack it a little bit harder and say, you know what, this way there's no offsetting penalties.
A little frustration.
Yeah.
Put into that one. Yeah, good look at Caden Olson. Right there, number 99. Older brother Connor kicked at Higley, now kicks at Western Kentucky. He was part of that 2022 state title team with the Knights. All right, let's see what this Saguaro offense can put together here in the final 2 minutes. Try to trim into that 18-3 deficit. Pennell rolling to his right. He's going to drop it off to Meadows. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. And the clock will continue to run. Tackle made by Dylan Hostelero.
Again, another example of the officials letting the game continue to play on. He was tackled on the field to play.
Not a whole lot of urgency here from Saguaro, as the clock is now down to 1.5 minutes remaining. And Pennell rolling to his right, looking, he's going to tuck it, gets pushed out of bounds. You got one of the coaches going down for Saguaro. And now the clock stops with 1:23 remaining.
Boy, oh boy, you got to keep your head on a swivel when you're down there. I always made sure I was 30 yards down the field watching what was going on, because you're trying to watch the receivers and you don't see what's coming right at you.
And that was Ryan Ramirez, who's now the new play caller for Saguaro.
He might have a concussion. Look at his microphones all jacked up.
Hey, nobody's going to know if he does. That headset's staying on. He's calling the plays.
Popped up. You always pop up real quick, even if it hurts.
Third down for the SaberCats. Boy, that was a tight fit, but the catch is made. And that is Oliver Gibson. And that's a first down.
Good looking wide receiver, Gibson, 6'2", 175 pounds, gets past the first down sticks and keeps this drive alive as we approach 1 minute.
Shot down the right side, catch is made again by Gibson against Neeson. And it'll be a SaberCat first down at the Higley 40, a pickup of 28.
Really nice job, just a little bump there by Gibson. Right as the ball was coming in, right here, just a little bump, able to go up and catch the football. Nice throw to get the ball downfield by Pennell.
And now he's rolling to his left. Flag is down. A lot of space for Pennell. He finally goes down inside the 30. A first down if the play stands. Again, penalty flag down near the Saguaro sideline. Boy, how about this SaberCat offense coming to life here?
When you have a playmaking quarterback like Pennell, and you've also seen it on the other side, when you have a quarterback who can run, when you get pressure on him, it puts so much pressure on the entire defense. It looks like he's talking to the Saguaro sidelines. Holding against Higley. And now you're down to 33 seconds. You're a little cautious down on your end of the field because you did not, with 2 minutes left, want to get the ball back to Higley, but now you're full steam ahead trying to get points on the board if you're the SaberCats.
SaberCats still have 2 timeouts remaining here, 33 seconds on the clock. And the ball now at the Higley 18, and now the Knights are going to burn one of their 3 timeouts here. Eddie Zuby wants to chat things over with his defense. Defensive coordinator Rand Baker, been with Zuby for a long time. This is his second year as the DC for Higley.
Well, you talk about momentum, you talk about all those things in a football game, and if Saguaro can somehow, someway put this into the end zone and basically be down 1 score at halftime after the way Higley kind of dominated that second quarter, you're right back in this football game.
And remember, Higley deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. So if their defense comes up with a stop here and they get the ball to start the second half, could put the SaberCats in a tough spot, even making this opportunity here for the SaberCats bigger.
Just realized, not only does Saguaro have big screen TV down there so they can watch what's going on after every series, but they also have it's not a blue tent, it's a black tent.
Yes. Honor Health, by the way. SaberCats in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. So coming out of the timeout, an end around, and there is nowhere to go. How about Hines, Andrew Hines, the senior, coming up with the big tackle for loss.
Trying to run the reverse, see if you can catch the Higley Knights pursuing a little too quickly, but as you said, fantastic job by that defense, not biting on anything. And Andrew Hines, 6'1", 210-pound linebacker, had to sit the first 5 games also. Physical, plays downhill, and Coach Zuby said coming into the game, excited to see him play for exactly those reasons.
It's time now for the game-changing moment, brought to you by Slepian Ellickson Law, the game-changing disability law firm, and it's the onside kick here, recovered by Higley.
Have not seen a formation like that. Higley came up, did it very quickly, and Saguaro did not adjust. All other 9 guys, you had the kicker and the other 10 or 9 players in a huddle, and he goes to kick it. It'd been fascinating if Saguaro would have adjusted. If they would have picked that ball, there'd have been nobody to cover the kick. But fantastic job by Zuby and his staff.
Coming out of the timeout, Higley brings the pressure as Pennell takes the shot, looking for Gibson. Gibson's looking for a flag, not going to get it. Great coverage by Naz Eason.
Well, when you're talking about this matchup, obviously 2 great athletes going against each other, but Eason, that 6'2", 165 pounds, long frame, able to run stride for stride, break up that pass.
Eason, just a junior, been starting since he was a freshman. 3rd down and forever for the SaberCats. Pennell looking, delivers, catch is made by Meadows, puts on the brakes, and gets the ball to nearly the 20-yard line. Clock continues to run. And Saguaro's going to burn their third and final timeout here with 7 seconds on the clock.
Might as well take one last shot to the end zone if you're Saguaro.
And it is 4th down here for the SaberCats.
I think Coach DK, as you like to call him, since you're on a nickname basis with him, former alum that you are here at Saguaro.
Like yourself.
I think he was talking a little bit about that previous play, that he thought there might have been a little contact down the field, and obviously an interference call would have gave them great field position for 2 plays.
Well, and how about this Higley defense coming up big here late in this drive?
Running stride for stride. Again, if you're a Higley fan, that's just really good coverage. Saguaro fan, it looked like it might be a little push off, and you see the physicality that Higley plays with. And Dax White, the junior linebacker, 6 foot, 200 pounds, getting over there and making the tackle.
Yeah, Dax White, he's really come on this year for the Knights, finding his groove, becoming more of a vocal leader. Guy can really play sideline to sideline for Eddie Zuby's team. So looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Not going to go for the field goal. Trips to the right, lone receiver split up top to the left. And Pinnell's looking to the left, covered. Now comes back to the right. And incomplete. And it is halftime here at Saguaro. And Higley takes an 18-3 lead into the locker room. 18 unanswered points for the Knights. Ashton Pinnell in company, gonna regroup. Try to figure out some things coming back out for the second half.
As we see Kate try and get a hold of Eddie Zuby, who she finally, I think she yelled very loudly because Eddie Zuby did come.
He's doing the best he can to get over to her, by the way.
Make sure everything's connected down there.
Yep. And
as the little cheerleaders come out to entertain at halftime.
Got a little bit of everything here this evening. As we wait for Kate to get settled with Coach Zuby, and then now it looks like still efforting. As we get set for an excellent halftime show here on the field.
Is she matriculating down the field?
She wasn't, but Zuby was. He was doing everything he could to get over to Kate. As they've hit a little snag down there. Now they're getting settled in. All right, Kate, it's all yours with Eddie Zuby.
Well, guys, you've earned your pay and then some. Giving a play-by-play of how we got here. But I am standing here with the new coach now.
And we got some technical difficulties down there on the field. So are we going to step aside for a break here, Brock? And we are going to a break here at the half. Saguaro Higley, Knights with the lead.
Hi, name's Pat. I was hoping to break in the new Tundra. Maybe haul some hay or wheat. Maybe a few bushels of alfalfa. Ain't that kind of farm. Whoa, mama.
Just stand still and they won't bite.
Bite?
Toyota trucks. You'll love lending a hand. Toyota, let's go places.
Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Rhino Shield's unique 3M ceramic technology reflects UV rays away from your home's exterior, reducing wall surface temperatures, and is backed by our 25-year warranty. Rhino Shield won't chip, flake, or peel. Stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Call now for your free estimate and receive 20% off the regular price.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile, a place where dogs, cats, and their people aren't just welcome, they're expected. 5 miles south of Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with Rightway. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. Rightway is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 480-WE-FIX-IT or visit rightwayphoenix.com.
When people need an attorney, it's because they know that they have a battle on the way. And that's why Viking Law is here, to fight for you.
If you have a personal injury case, Viking's experienced team of attorneys, paralegals, and assistants will stand strong and protect your rights. Call Viking Law Group today at 602-698-8900 or visit VikingLawAZ.com.
Let Viking Law be your lead blocker in scoring justice against the insurance companies.
Viking Law, fierce, fearless, local, and for you.
Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile. A place where dogs, cats, and their people aren't just welcome, they're expected. 5 miles south of Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile.
Time now for the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show here at Saguaro High School. And the Higley Knights with the 18-3 lead over the SaberCats. Let's now take a look at Higley's schedule as we've hit the second half of the season. The Knights 3-2 coming into tonight's game. As we take a look at that schedule. You know, they started off the year 3-0, dropped their last 2 games, and then they're going to finish up with Brophy, Shadow Ridge, Williams Field, and at Centennial. Remember, Higley moving up from 5A to 6A this season. And then you take a look at the SaberCats schedule. And, you know, you talked to Darius Kelly, the head coach for the SaberCats. You know, they're just a couple of plays from being 5-0 on the season, but instead they sit at 2-3. And you got O'Connor, Williams Field, Brophy, and Shadow Ridge the rest of the way. Higley and Saguaro both in the central region. So now take a look at last week's games and highlights for Saguaro and Higley.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
Joe, I'm so glad you're here. Our AC quit working.
I got this.
At Parker & Sons, all of our technicians are trust certified. We only hire the best to care for our customers.
I'm all done. Thanks, Joe. Now, if we could just get a drummer to complete our 80s hairband. Don't worry. I got this. Wow, he's really not your average Joe.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
Arizona, do you have old, ugly, or damaged concrete? You need to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Give your concrete floors a transformation. Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy and is designed to work on your garage floor, driveways, walkways, around your pool and patio. And even better, it's ready to go in 24 hours and has a lifetime warranty. Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call 833-417-0635 for 10% off. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They are out of this world.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignment. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car is out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignment. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Welcome back to the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show here at Saguaro High School. And it is all Higley Knights here so far as they lead the SaberCats by a score of 18-3. A beautiful night for some Friday night high school football here in Scottsdale. Still plenty to come here on the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show. We'll send it down to the field right now as we go to break. Right now, you just say yourself in old words.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are the first to respond. At Global Credit Union, we're here for them and any member who needs financial help anytime, day or night. At Global, service means being available 24/7, 365 days a year. Real people right here in the U.S. Global salutes our first responders and all those who answer the call. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
Hey, ladies. Girl, that jacket. I got it at Goodwill.
With hundreds of thousands of unique items arriving in-store daily, you can get it at Goodwill too.
At Sleppy and Ellickson, this is what we believe. Your chronic pain, fatigue, and emotional distress are real. Your inability to work is valid. The court system, your government, your employer might not believe, but we do. And Social Security benefits belong to you. You are not alone in your fight. At Sleppy and Ellickson, we stand on principle. We stand on experience. We stand by you.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $7,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Welcome back to the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show here at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. Higley with the 18-3 lead over the Sabercats. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Saguaro puts together a really nice drive on their first possession. Get the ball all the way down inside the Rhino red zone. And then have to settle for a field goal. Score the first 3 points of the game. And since then, it's been all Higley. As you see this play, great job by Stephen Farrell, the junior guard for Higley. 6'5", 260 pounds, leading the way there for Anthony Palka to get into the end zone. And then you just watch the brilliance of the quarterback, Gunnar Fagrell, lead the Higley Knights into the end zone a couple times here in the second quarter. Then you see the 2-point conversion that we didn't even glance up. They lined up so quickly, and then the fantastic defensive play by Higley and Adam Cooper breaking through the line of scrimmage.
And then it's Caden Olson with the 34-yard field goal. 18 unanswered points for Higley.
See the 6 first downs for Saguaro. I think 5 of them came on that first drive. 13 for Higley, dominated all the things that you need to dominate in. The 1 turnover, Saguaro was not able to turn it into points. And Higley's special teams doing a tremendous job as we went through that first half.
Getting it done in all 3 phases of the game. Well, that'll do it for the halftime show, brought to you by Valley Toyota Dealers. Let's go places. Second half when we come back.
Hi, name's Pat. I was hoping to break in the new Tundra. Maybe haul some hay or wheat. Maybe a few bushels of alfalfa.
Ain't that kind of farm.
Whoa, mama.
Just stand still and they won't bite.
Bite?
Toyota trucks. You'll love lending a hand. Toyota, let's go places.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignment. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car's out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignment. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Rhino Shield's unique 3M ceramic technology reflects UV rays away from your home's exterior, reducing wall surface temperatures, and is backed by our 25-year warranty. Rhino Shield won't chip, flake, or peel. Stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Call now for your free estimate and receive 20% off the regular price.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Who are they?
Those are Grandma's experts.
Oh, why are they here?
Grandma invited them. She's seen a lot of doctors over the years, but she insists they are the best, and not just in medicine.
As always, look at you.
See what I mean?
Get expert care from experts who care.
Have you met my grandson? He's single.
Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
Adventure awaits at the Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile in Kanab, Utah. The nation's most pet-friendly lodging. Bring your own pet or have a sleepover with a dog or cat. From Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, just 5 miles away. But much closer to us is our very own Kate Longworth. Kate, what do you got?
Well, I just talked with Coach Kelly as he came out of the locker room with his team. He said the message to them is that we left a lot of points out on the field. Although he said the scoreboard is still very attainable for his team to get control of this game, he said the message was we just got to finish off the plays and go out there, finish this game strong. Meanwhile, I did get a chance to talk to Coach Zuby as well, and he said that he was very impressed with the way his team came off to a quick start, really making some big plays on offense. And of course, you know, I asked him about that play calling and the thought process behind that onside kick, and he said we call it the Sneaky Pete. And he said that when watching game film from Saguaro, they really saw the way they huddled up. It kind of exposed an area for them to try and do this, and they went out there, and he said it was key. Gave them an extra possession, a big momentum shift, and he's got all three phases of the game going. We'll see how it carries out second half. Meanwhile, kudos to you guys. Great play calling and play-by-play when I was trying to get everything situated at halftime. You guys were on your game.
You kept us on our toes up here, Kate.
Look at Kate.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Being nice to everybody.
Thoughts on what she had to say there?
Well, again, I think we documented it pretty good. The special teams, obviously, that is from film study. But again, it's one thing to study it on film, have the guts to call it, and then the next thing it is to execute it. Nice job again by Higley here. So many kids don't know you can fair catch that. He did a really good job there by number 25. And that's Dylan Hostalara, excuse me.
Close.
For the family. But nice job being aware you can fair catch a kickoff so you don't have to take an unnecessary shot as Saguaro tries the pooch kick to start the second half.
So Gunnar Fagrell and company, excellent field position as they will start at their own 42-yard line. Big hole up the middle. Irwin, first down and more. Finally gets brought down at the Saguaro 45.
Yeah, Fagrell, first half, 90 yards passing. Another 49 on the ground. Really nice first half for him. And then his partner in crime, Zuby, 5 catches, 65 yards, and the touchdown. And then you got the next threat, and that's Rylan Irwin, doing a fantastic job. 11 carries, 55 yards there in the first half.
In motion for Higley, Jordan Harris getting the ball. Irwin, penalty flag is thrown as Tristan Armstrong come in to make the open field tackle. But let's see what the penalty flag is for. It's going to be holding against Higley.
Jaden Wiseman in the backfield, kind of shrugging his shoulders for Saguaro. Not sure if he's the one who got held. But Higley coming out and saying, we're going to run the football right at you. Give some love to that offensive line, the center, Cooper DeCray. 5'11", 195 pounds, doing a nice job. And the rest of his cohorts opening some great running lanes.
DeCray, the only senior on the offensive line, and also the smallest guy on the offensive line.
Whoa. Don't know if we can watch that play again. Jack Marquez, number 75 for the Higley Knights. He's a senior. He's 6'2", 310 pounds, pulls from his right guard position and just does a tremendous job. Watch him come in your screen. Right there is blocking number 8, and then he finishes on the ground.
Fagrell taking a quick shot, looking for Zuby, incomplete. I know that Eddie Zuby was excited about this offensive line once the transfers became eligible. Got some big boys up there.
Got Robbie Brown at left tackle. He's only a junior, number 54. We've talked about the center, number 64. They're athletic, they're physical, they're going to come off the ball and hit you.
Third down, Fagrell going to take off and run, going to get himself out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down and 2.
And that's one of those things, in college and the NFL, you have the first down marker on the other side of the field. They just lay it down on the sideline because he could have gained another yard. Not exactly knowing where he was. If the yardsticks were on this side of the field, he would have picked up that first down.
And Figrell with the punt, giving Chase's polka to keep it from going into the end zone. Can't quite get there in time, so it'll be a touchback. So Saguaro will have the ball at the 20-yard line. When we come back, Higley up big over Saguaro.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
Joe, I'm so glad you're here. Our AC quit working. I got this.
At Parker & Sons, all of our technicians are trust certified. We only hire the best to care for our customers.
I'm all done. Thanks, Joe. Now, if we could just get a drummer to complete our 80s hair band. Don't worry. I got this. Wow, he's really not your average Joe.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
It's never too early to think about college, Chris, and paying for it. That's another thing, especially with 2 daughters. It's one of the biggest concerns. FAFSA can help you with all of that. What is FAFSA, you ask, Chris? FAFSA, F-A-F-S-A, is an acronym that stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. To learn more about FAFSA and how they can lend you a hand with college tuition, go to azfafsa.org.
You know what, Hellestray?
I'm awesome.
Your teachers here at your alma mater, Saguaro High School, would be so proud of you right now.
It's crazy. Yeah, I need help getting up to the press box before the game now from some of our good helpers here at YurView. And I used to be able to run up and down these things multiple times 50 years ago. Oh, hey, I hear you talking to the truck, and if there is a video of me walking up the dang stadium, I will never talk to you again. I might throw you out the window.
Looks like we're trying to reset down there in the field. Player coming in for the SaberCats, 73. Oliver Eder.
Coming in for 72. Karunwi.
Pinnell going to keep it, nowhere to go. So when you come to Saguaro, Dale, there's just been so many great players that have come through the program, and you got the All-American wall right there. One of your best buddies, Kevin Smith. I don't see your name on here quite yet, but our producer Brock Kraft, did some work on your behalf.
And if he shows a video of me walking up the stairs.
There's your name, Mr. Hellestray. You finally made the wall.
Thank you, Brock, for that. Yeah, hey, a long history of really good football players that come through this program, through this school. And to actually do that, you see those names have been around this high school football scene since Kyle Caldwell played. And Mike Brown, I know, played in the National Football League. DJ Foster, Christian Kirk. So not only a lot of high school All-Americans, but a lot of guys who made it to the National Football League.
Congratulations, finally made the wall. It took some work.
I was going to get up there and spray paint it myself.
Good luck with that. Randall, nice pickup. Now, you talked about how you used to run the stairs here at Saguaro High School, and here you are making your way up to the booth here tonight.
I am going to come down there and ramshackle the truck. Chris, you might get thrown out the window. I thought I did pretty good there.
You did. That was a pretty good.
I only took one break.
Yeah.
How do you not have railings? I was talking to Frank Rubin, longtime coach and aide here at Saguaro, and he says he never comes up to the press box.
It's too much.
He's not as old as I am.
And my brother, who runs the clock here, somehow makes his way up here.
The Harris brothers, except for you.
Always a crapshoot. SaberCats punted away, and I'm just going to let that one go before Saguaro is able to down it at Higley's 46-yard line.
Look at that.
Pretty smooth, Hellestrae.
Right there's my break. I had to see how many more steps I had, take a little deep breath. I needed to find that young man's name because he was very kind to help me. You wouldn't even carry my bag up there.
And that was Mike helping you. He couldn't even get his name. Come on now.
Well, he kind of volunteered, but I made him volunteer. But thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that because Brock wouldn't help me and Chris wouldn't help me and Jared's not walking back down.
Needed somebody to help you out. So Higley with the ball now back in Saguaro territory. Pickup of about 8.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Good work.
He actually said I wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure on him either, so that's a good thing. Although Frank Rubin did tell me that they just redid the stadium, the innards of the stadium, spent
really?
a lot of money. You tell me you can't put an elevator up here or a railing?
At least a railing.
A railing?
That would have helped. That would have helped.
We used to have to do like 10 stadiums.
I was going to say, like, what was the workout
I
in
think
these
it was
things?
10 stadiums.
Wow.
That was a knucklehead.
You got the big steps,
Yes.
and then you got the
Little
tight
one,
ones. Yes. Irwin, a big burst through the hole, still on his feet. Finally gets knocked to the ground at the 17-yard line. But how about the sophomore, Rylan Irwin?
Yeah, look at it. Obviously, nice job by the left side of that offensive line opening the hole. But Irwin, I tell you what, you hand the ball off to him and he explodes through the hole. And then it's hard to get him down on the ground because he's got such great balance. The left side of that offensive line, number 56. I'm going to give it a shot, Dom Migliaccio. Don't sue me. I mean, I gave it a shot.
That was good.
And then we've talked about the left tackle, Robbie Brown, doing a tremendous job for this Higley Knight team on that offensive line.
Yeah, Eddie Zuby's team now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield never paint your house again after a pickup of 30 by Irwin. Shot to the end zone, incomplete. And going up to knock it away was Jaden Wiseman, the senior, the captain. Going to bring up 2nd and goal. Boy, if Higley can get the touchdown here, almost at the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Boy, nice misdirection there. Irwin in for the touchdown from 8 yards out. Rylan Irwin extends Higley's lead, his 2nd touchdown of the season on the ground.
Look at the left side of this offensive line. Look at that hole. And the burst, the confidence that number 34 Irwin has in this offensive line. Want to give one quick shout out. You got 52, 54 Robbie Brown also playing on that offensive line.
Higley goes for 2, gets stopped, 24-3, Knights.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health. honor above all. And in part by Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities. Pro Smile Implants will make you smile like a pro. Galaxy Concrete Coatings that are out of this world. Sands Chevrolet. Sands is the one. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If it is worth doing, do it the right way. And Pollock Tempe Cinemas, where regularly priced movies are just $3.50.
Who invited the tourists?
Oh, those are Randy's experts.
And what?
According to Randy, everything. When he first got sick, he talked to all sorts of experts. These guys are the best.
That stuff can be pretty scary.
You know what else is scary? Seeing Randy in a hospital gown.
She knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel it.
Get expert care from experts who care. Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
We love our smiling high school football fans, and so does our sponsor, Pro Smile, your specialist for wisdom teeth and veneers. Fans joining us tonight on the Pro Smile Smile Cam will make you smile like a pro.
I ain't smiling right now, Chris.
What, we got your name on the wall?
I ain't smiling.
We got the DJ in the house.
Now, if Brock would have went inside and saw the guys who made it to the NFL. I don't know why the guys that made the NFL aren't a little more prominent than high school All-Americans, but that's just me. I was lucky to make All-City, I think. Maybe All-State. I'm not sure what it was. You can't fact-check me because all those records are gone from the late 70s.
Scottsdale Progress is
yeah,
not
Scottsdale
around
Progress.
Anymore. Bob Snyder, shout out.
My guy.
He was my Little League coach for
really
a few years, yeah. Used to get our names in the paper all the time. It was great. Meadows to return here for Saguaro. Gets brought down at about the 15. You know, you look at the Higley Knights, you know, Dale, and you got offensive lineman Moses Davila. Well, there's his dad right there in the navy blue hat, working the clipboard right there, doing the stats for Higley. Nick Davila, former Arizona Rattler quarterback, league MVP, Hall of Famer.
World champion.
World champion with the Arizona Rattlers, all-around great guy. The Latin Laser.
Yes.
Who I also like to call him Nick at Night, which I know his mother enjoyed whenever I throw that out there.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I've always enjoyed working with him, watching him play.
Yes.
Tremendously nice guy.
Yeah, we had a chance to cover them for so many years, and a lot of that right here on Your View, along with Kevin Ray. Those were fun. Great team to cover.
Back in the day when Kevin Ray actually acknowledged us.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, wasn't it?
He's moved on to bigger and better things.
Whoa, what an open field tackle. Getting off the block was Justice Brathwaite, and then getting the tackle. Terrific job by the BYU commit. Take a look now at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Taking a look at that last Higley scoring drive, capped off by the 8-yard touchdown run by the sophomore Rylan Irwin. Pennell in trouble, gets away. Looking downfield, he's going to tuck it, gets pushed out of bounds. Picks up the first down. A third down conversion here for the SaberCats.
Going back to that last play for Higley, Braithwaite, the cornerback, a senior, 6'1", 190 pounds, is one thing to fight off the block of the wide receiver, but then so many cornerbacks who are great cover guys that don't want to be physical. Braithwaite, no problem coming up and making a physical tackle for the Knights.
Boy, how about Higley in the open field here tonight? Adam Cooper getting Meadows down.
Been around the football all night long. Number 36, the middle linebacker for the Higley Knights, listed at 6'1", 205 pounds. It can fly around.
Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Handoff to the, faking the handoff right side. Pennell keeps it. And Pennell inside Higley territory. How about Ashton Pennell, pickup of 25.
He pushes off the left tackle, and we get a quick Look at that again, number 72 for Saguaro. Karunwi was standing there and he pushed off him, propelled him forward. Really nice job as Saguaro continuing to run the football.
Yeah, what are you seeing on this drive here for Saguaro?
I'm seeing tempo, and I'm seeing the offensive line coming off the ball, and you see now Higley trying to sub guys in. As we talked about earlier in the game, it's harder on defenses when you keep up this tempo and you lean on them for 4 quarters.
Xavier Jackson, the carry there, the transfer from Queen Creek. And now a first down for the SaberCats. Working that left side once again is Jackson. That moves the chains. Great drive here by Darius Kelly's team.
Putting a nice drive together. And again, as Kate found out at halftime, you know, they've moved the ball, come away with a field goal, and haven't had any other points, but they've had opportunities.
Pennell, ball is tipped. And looks like it might have been caught. And they're going to give it to him. Great job to go down and get it for the SaberCats. And that was Elijah Jackson.
Ball gets tipped high up in the air. Anybody could have got it. And that's a tremendous job getting your hands underneath the football by Jackson, the junior.
Hand off to the other Jackson, Xavier. And it's going to be another first down here for the SaberCats. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Saguaro now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. Saguaro with the ball at the Higley 18. 10th play of the drive coming. Play action, Pennell trying to get out of trouble, and he's just going to get himself out of bounds. And we got a penalty flag down. And the referee talking to Higley head coach Eddie Zuby. So that would probably indicate penalty is going to be against the SaberCats. And it's going to be a holding call.
Anytime the quarterback scrambles out of there, you're an offensive lineman, you're blocking, and all of a sudden your defender starts to go somewhere. Tendency is I want to reach out and bring him a little closer to me. Obviously, you have your back to the quarterback, not sure where he's going.
Meadows in motion. Randall takes the handoff and gets about half of those yards back right there.
Brig Randall Jr., he's a running back, outside linebacker. 5'10", 185 pounds. You see that offensive line. Nice job. 52, the center for Saguaro, Jack Bogue.
There you go.
Getting up on the second level, the linebacker.
Pennell, right side. Boy, great pursuit right there by Higley. And how about number 98, Jacob Falls, the junior.
Yeah, the Higley Knights defense just running the football. Looks like there's some open room. And see the hustle by 98.
Number 20 in there as well, Brock Bascom. First sack of the night for Higley. Meadows inside the 15, down at the 14, where it'll be 4th down and 5.
Well, in that area of the field, time of the game, score of the game dictates you can't settle for 3 here. Gonna have to go for it if you're the SaberCats, and there's no sign of the punt team thinking about coming on the field. So big 4th down right here. You put points on the board, you're still in this football game going into the 4th quarter.
Absolutely. Just over a minute remaining here. Pennell getting the play call from Ryan Ramirez. Calling the plays with the departure of Noel Mazzoni. Pennell shot to the end zone. Pass is complete. 1st and goal, SaberCats. going up to get it for Saguaro is Nikolai Procopio.
Wow, nice job standing in there by Pinnell. Free rusher coming right at him. And that was number 98, falls again for Higley. Untouched, but stands in there. Pinnell delivers a strike down to the 1 yard line. Tremendous job on his part.
And it's Randall up the middle for the touchdown from 1 yard out. And Saguaro is hanging tough.
You can see the explosiveness of this offense. And on that pass play also, Pinnell went down in a heap. I think number 72, his teammate, Karunwi, landed in his lap. But nice job by this offensive line coming off the football. Got some flexing going on. Sibinich, 14-play drive for Saguaro. You can see the makings of a good football team here and things getting pieced back together for the SaberCats here in the second year of this coaching regime.
Great drive right there by Saguaro. And now coming on for the extra point will be Ivan Salgado. The lefty knocks it through. And so now Saguaro is back to a 2-touchdown game, 24-10. 28 seconds remaining here, third quarter.
Now it's going to be the defense's turn to see if they can't get Higley's offense off the field. As we're 28 seconds from the fourth quarter. But you can see there are some playmakers on this football team for Saguaro. And you can see that they're probably going to continue to improve. And it's so interesting to me, this mid-season part, because anymore, first half of the Arizona high school football season versus the second half, two completely different seasons.
Yes.
Second half of the season, obviously, region play, all those things that kind of set you up for the playoffs. That's when the transfers become eligible, and you just never know. You can have talented guys coming in, but how are they going to mesh with the guys that are still here? How are the guys that are getting replaced? How are they going to deal with it? There's just so many things that can go wrong when you're talking about, okay, we're going to put these new guys in here who either transferred in from somewhere else or didn't play the first 5 games, and we're going to go with them. And obviously, I think both these teams are going to be very pleased with their transfers.
Well, case in point, last year, Centennial starts the year losing their first 4 games, 1-4 midway through, and then they went on to win the 6A state championship after about 15 transfers became eligible to play for the Coyotes. And by the way, we will have Centennial next week at Liberty, right here on Your View. That will be a fun one to watch. Big rivalry between those two Peoria schools. Here comes Higley with the return. And let's now take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Dale, you said it, a 14-play drive, 84 yards, 6 minutes off the clock, capped off by Randall's 1-yard touchdown.
And what's really impressive from both these teams is the balance that they've shown. Yes, they have the ability to throw the ball down the field. Both these quarterbacks, very, very talented. But with these offensive lines, they can also run the football, which makes it so difficult to defend them.
Pass is complete to Peterson. As the clock is running down here in the third quarter. Let's see if the Knights decide just to wait. Eddie Zuby.
Looks like they're going to let it run down.
Yep. Final seconds tick off, and we are through 3 quarters here at Saguaro. And the SaberCats are back in this. But they still trail 24-10 to Higley. Fourth quarter when we come back.
We don't need to leave the house to find the perfect summer's day. We got it all right here. We got it all right here. I can feel the sun on my back when I'm in your arm, be it nighttime or the day. We got it all right here. 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 We got it all right here.
Are you facing plumbing problems and need a reliable solution? Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, or an upgrade to a tankless water heater, Rightway has you covered.
And for a limited time, save 10% off repairs and installations. Don't let plumbing issues ruin your day. Call Rightway at 480-WE-FIX-IT and we'll get a plumber to your door. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Kate Longworth, welcome you back as we get ready for fourth quarter action. And you'll see right now Higley with a 24-10 lead. And really, the Knights, they've been locked in all game long, but really it started hours before the kickoff. It started with a little mindfulness and yoga. This is something that Donna Taylor, coach for the Knights with injury prevention and mental strength coach, gets the team going with a yoga session every day. And Coach Zuby said he's all for it. He said he really wants the team to get locked in mentally. He said, you know, there's a lot of things kids have to go through during a school day. He wants them to have fun, be kids out there, enjoy the whole experience with homecoming, assembly, big game days. But then when it's game time, he wants them to settle in, relax, get set, and that all starts with a little yoga to clear their mind. And guys, I'll tell you what, namaste down here and send it back up to you.
Namaste, Kate. Great stuff. And oh, by the way, Zuby takes part in those yoga sessions.
I hope he doesn't put a tutu on. I hope he wears the same clothes he wears on the sidelines to coach, because that body in a tutu, I'll leave it at that.
Zuby's great. As our producer just said, Zuby's a vibe. He's just got a good way about him. How about Swirl's defense coming up big here to start the fourth quarter?
Nice job by Braden Strom. Number 11 coming off the left side of the Saguaro defensive line. A senior, 6'2", 230 pounds. Kind of bull rushing the right tackle to get back there. Physically throws down the Higley quarterback that we've seen create so much havoc.
Boy, he just walked that offensive lineman into the backfield. Figrell gets it away. Fair catch is called by Armstrong at the 45-yard line. So great field position for Saguaro after the 38-yard punt. So the SaberCats trailing by 14, but they'll have the ball when we come back.
Arizona, do you have old, ugly, or damaged concrete? You need to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Give your concrete floors a transformation. Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy and is designed to work on your garage floor, driveways, walkways, around your pool and patio. And even better, it's ready to go in 24 hours and has a lifetime warranty. Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call 833-417-0635 for 10% off. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They are out of this world.
80% of school shooters told someone about their plans. Similarly, before taking their own lives, 7 out of 10 people shared their intention or gave some type of warning or indication. Speaking up can save lives. Look for warning signs, signals, and threats, especially on social media. If you see or hear something, let a trusted adult know. Let's stop gun violence. If you see a gun, tell someone. Gun safety saves lives.
It's time now for the Violuna Scholar Athletes of the Week. Each game, we will recognize a player from both teams who represent their programs the right way, both on and off the field. For Higley, senior wide receiver Daniel Zuby has a 4.3 GPA, is a dual enrollment student. He'll have 15 college credits when he graduates. The senior also is a part of Best Buddies on campus and runs track and played baseball at Higley. Meanwhile, for Saguaro, senior center Jack Moog has a 4.2 GPA on campus. He's a member of NHS, a mentor ambassador, HOSA president, sports medicine VP, and Letterman's Club VP. And we got a little trick play here developing, but Higley is there to stop it. Great work to sniff that out by the Knights defense. And congratulations to Daniel and Jack, our Violuna Scholar Athletes of the Week. Be sure to visit Violuna and mention you saw the Scholar Athlete on Game Time. Violuna and Valley of the Sun National Football Foundation working together to support Arizona Scholar Athletes. Good look at Moog right there.
Bryson Wilkinson saved a touchdown for Higley as Saguaro ran that double pass, receiver wide open. But you talk about Wilkinson getting back there, putting pressure, creating the sack or the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and therefore the wide receiver running wide open was not able to be hit with the pass. Great job by that Higley defense. And I was about to say, you sit here and go, okay, Saguaro finally gets a 3 and out on the Higley offense. They punt the ball, decent field position, almost midfield, and a chance to put stack scores on each other as we go through the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. And now this quickly, it's third down and long for Saguaro.
Yeah, third down and 15. Pennell was trying to set the screen, throws it away. Penalty flag is thrown.
Well, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They just tackled number 12 for Saguaro, Elijah Jackson. Not sure if it was a block. They're going to pick the flag up.
Can't say enough about this officiating crew. I know you've mentioned it already tonight, but they've done a really nice job here.
Always enjoy or always like when officials get together, discuss it, keep the ego out of it, and they've kept the game moving along at a very nice pace.
So how about the stop by Eddie Zuby's defense here? As you mentioned, Saguaro, excellent field position, but not able to do anything with it. So into punt will be Tristan Armstrong. Does a little bit of everything for this SaberCats team. Starts at wide receiver, starts at safety, also the punter. Runs track at Saguaro as well. And that one's going to roll out at about the 39-yard line. So Higley up good field position. Alcohol can drown your future. Teen alcohol use is linked to stress, anxiety, and depression. Get the facts. Visit talknowaz.com. Knights will start from their own 43. Handoff to the left side. Almost picking up the first down there. That looked to be number 26, Braxton Gaines, the junior.
Running right behind the pulling offensive lineman, Eli Marshall, the junior, 6'3", 225 pounds, leading the way. It's almost as if Eddie Zuby and staff have challenged this offense. Hey, let's put this away. Let's put a drive together, take some time off the clock, and put some points on the board. As you can see, this offensive line, that was a tackle who pulled on the previous play.
And now Knights in Saguaro territory at the 47. Braxton Gaines once again. Boy, he gets hogtied and brought to the ground by Strom.
Strom, very physical at the point of attack. I mean, you see number 11, you think, hey, he might be a quarterback, might be a skill guy, but from that defensive end position, you've got your hands full when number 11 lines up across from you.
Well, that number 11 was worn well the last few years by Garrett Martin, now up at Kansas. Right side, not a whole lot of real estate to work with as that Saguaro defensive line stepping up in on the tackle. Tyler King amongst others.
What's so interesting is that Saguaro is playing what they call a spill technique. That means when you're playing defense, the defensive end, we just talked about him, Strom, he comes underneath the pulling guard, and they're trying to bounce things out. Higley's still trying to run up inside. Well, that's where all the black jerseys are. Got to be able to pull that backside pulling tackle, needs to bounce it outside, and there's room to run out there.
Toss to the left side. Irwin gets bottled up. So it's going to bring up fourth down in about 7 here for the Knights. 7:30 on the clock. Big play here.
Well, since we talked really about both teams being able to do it with the no-huddle offense that they do, they can change the pace of the game. Actually, they're going to line up and run a fourth down play. Now they're bringing the punt team on the field.
You talked about the sophomore running back for Higley. 16 carries, 101 yards plus a touchdown. Irwin, number 34. What a nice night for him. Figrell now going to punt it away. Armstrong back to return, going to let it go. Knights just going to let it roll before they down it. And Saguaro player got in there. I mean, now we got flags flying in from everywhere. So it'll be Saguaro ball when we come back. 6:44 remaining. Darius Kelly's team trying to mount a comeback.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health. All of us, all for you. And in part by Valley Toyota Dealers. Let's go places. The Arizona Gun Safety Council. Gun safety saves lives. Global Credit Union. Your world of financial possibilities. Viking Law Group. Let Viking Law Group do the battle for you. And Rhino Shield.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Who are they?
Those are Grandma's experts.
Oh, why are they here?
Grandma invited them. She's seen a lot of doctors over the years, but she insists they are the best, and not just in medicine.
As always, look at you.
See what I mean?
Get expert care from experts who care.
Have you met my grandson? He's single.
Honor Health. All of us, all for you.
6:44 remaining. Higley with a 24-10 lead over Saguaro.
Saw a little bit of an altercation. We're not going to show it after that last play on the punt. And again, when you coach special teams, you go over all these things. But when the ball's laying on the ground on a punt, as the returning team, when it's laying there, get away from the football. Because a lot of times it'll take a funny bounce. And if it touches you, now it becomes a live ball. The other team can recover it. There's a Saguaro player close by. Higley, instead of it touching him, kind of threw him into it. And so just stay away from the football. Learning point for everybody.
SaberCats, boy, here comes the pressure from Higley. Wow, getting in there fast and putting the heat on Pannell. It was Easton Moore, the senior.
Comes in late, right up the middle. Looked like there's pretty good pass protection, but kind of a delayed blitz for Higley. Able to get the pressure on, and ball falls harmlessly to the ground.
Second down and 10 for the SaberCats. They've got the ball at their own 22-yard line. Down by 14. Here comes that pressure again by the Knights, and they get the sack. And coming up with the play is Ari Moody. Just grabbed a hold of Pannell's jersey and threw him to the ground.
Well, not only the right tackle for Saguaro, but the quarterback What a tremendously physical play. Able to get them both on the ground. And you talk about Moody, a 5'11", 175-pound defensive end who plays more like he's 225 pounds.
And that guy has a motor. Very physical and tough for Rand Baker's defense. Here comes the pressure again. Pennell able to get rid of it, almost completing the pass. Going up to try and get it was Gibson. But how about the pressure by Higley? We got another flag down.
Well, and Pennell has been banged around quite a bit tonight. Gets up slowly off the ground. Roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. We get to see again another free rusher for the Higley Knights, dialing things up.
So now Pennell is going to check out, and in at quarterback now for the SaberCats is Marcel Jones. He was the starter for the first 4 games of the year for the SaberCats before Pennell took over. And he is a terrific athlete. You remember, Dale, we saw him last year against Corona del Sol, and what an impact he made. And he gave this SaberCat offense just so much juice. Terrific athletes, and he's getting a chance here in the final 5 minutes and change. Pickup of 8 there. Looking, delivers as Meadows takes a big shot. But as we take a look again at Jones from last year, and he really, really impressed us.
Yes, he did. He came in his first game and transferred in from Chaparral, and we talked about that last year. Back in the day, he didn't transfer from Chaparral to Saguaro and Saguaro to Chaparral, and you saw the playmaking ability, the arm, the accuracy. He really seemed to be the whole package. Runs a 4.40. Dynamic playmaker, and whether he plays quarterback or another position, Saguaro's going to try to get the ball in his hands.
And he got the hands to his receiver. Actually got knocked away. Looking for Gibson, but we do have a penalty flag down. Finish up the thought on Marcel Jones. He's committed to play at Sacramento State next year. Well, let's see what happened here. Look, Higley's saying it's their ball.
A lot of discussion over there on the sideline.
So here comes the call.
You good lip reader, Chris?
A lot of verbiage there, not getting any of it.
It's a pass interference call against Higley, and it's automatic first down.
So there's your call.
Just a little go route down the sidelines. I think there was something that went on before we actually got that in our frame.
Either way, SaberCats with the first down. Randall the run. Penalty flags again. Brig Randall comes from a big family, and I believe it's one of his older brothers, Clayton, used to play for the SaberCats here. Terrific linebacker during his time here. So it's like 2 steps forward and 2 steps back here for Saguaro.
As the clock is now below 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. But Marcel Jones done a nice job coming in a difficult situation. Got couple first downs going as the officials are starting the clock, and older Harris.
Randall up the middle, yeah. It's always
Older
fun to come to
Harris.
Saguaro, where my oldest brother, Mike Harris, runs the clock.
All the Harrises came through here, didn't they?
We all came through here.
There are a bunch of them.
I think we were sitting around a holiday meal one time, and I think there's been a Harris of some sort that's been on campus here ever since Saguaro's been open. Been pretty close to it anyway.
Great legacy family, except for you.
Yeah, it stopped after 5. Number 6, not so much. Jones going to keep it, has room. Right side, down the sidelines. Mr. Jones in for the score. 48 yards. Marcel Jones comes off the bench, takes the SaberCats for the touchdown, and Saguaro is back in it.
You wonder how kids are going to always respond to things happening. Watch him come around the corner here, and everybody just taking a wrong angle because they don't realize how fast he is. Marcel Jones had every right to probably pout, probably say, hey, why am I not starting? How come I'm not in there? I'm a really good quarterback, and gets replaced. And I'll say a lot of kids are going to sulk, be upset, be angry. Marcel Jones, tremendous job coming in a difficult situation. And now with 4 minutes left, it's a 1-score game.
And everybody you talk to about Marcel Jones and the quarterback change said he handled it so well. A terrific teammate, leader, the captain that he is. And you talk to the coaching staff before the game. Remember, you're just one play away from being back to the starting quarterback. Gets the opportunity here, 4th quarter, big moment. 48-yard touchdown run, and the SaberCats are back in business.
Well, they talked about even if he's not in a quarterback, you got to get the ball in his hands some few times during a game just because of that electric athletic ability that he has there as it bursts down the sidelines. And now you got a 1-score game, and so many ebbs and flows in this game to where the first quarter flew by because 2 long drives. Higley dominated the 2nd quarter. And now here in the 4th quarter, Saguaro coming back to make a football game out of it.
Well, that drive was helped by 2 penalties on 3rd down. That gave them a 1st down. And the SaberCats able to take advantage of it. Well, tonight's play of the game is brought to you by Parker & Sons, cooling, heating, electrical, and plumbing experts. We're not your average Joe. And it was the play that we just saw. Marcel Jones is going to tuck it and go down the right sideline. 48 yards for the touchdown.
Well, you see this burst, and what it does is you see the way he runs. It's so smooth. As a defender, you take an angle kind of based on how the guy is running. Jones is so smooth with the ball in his hand. Looks like he's not even moving. And he is gone.
And as you say, the angle, you think you got the angle on him, he runs right through the angle. And we have offsetting penalties here. We've had a few of those here tonight.
Yes, we have. And now under 4 minutes left, 4th quarter. Coach Kelly not one of the nice, I can tell you this, one of the nice guys you ever met, and to get some emotion out of him, and he's even doing it respectfully right there. Easily a guy you can get behind and cheer for.
Absolutely. Handoff gets stuffed by that SaberCat front. So let's go back to that previous play.
Offsetting penalties.
Right side of your screen here.
So tackle right there.
So they're saying the first hit was in the back. Trying to gather a little bit more intel on what exactly happened there.
I would hope for a flag to go up that it would be a little bit more than that.
2nd down and 10, 3:10 remaining. Pass is complete. 1st down, Higley. Making the grab is Zuby. What a night for the senior, Daniel Zuby.
Well, again, if you're Higley, you're trying to keep this clock running. That means you got to pick up 1st downs. As we said, you don't ever see really them huddled. They're all hovering around the line of scrimmage, so you run a play at any time. But at this point, I think Saguaro's calling a timeout because this game will slip away if you give up another 1st down.
So Darius Kelly wants to talk things over with his team, as well as defensive coordinator Sean Potter, who is a defensive coordinator for Eddie Zuby in a previous stop. So what's the message here for Eddie Zuby to his team?
We need one more 1st down to win this game, and hopefully you're going to run the football a couple times.
Take a look now.
Make them use those 2 timeouts, and then anything you do after that, the clock will continue to run.
Let's now take a look at that Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. You see number 7 there. Well, he took it in for 6 down the sidelines, capping off a 7-play, 79-yard drive with that spectacular 48-yard touchdown run.
Tremendous job. Again, Saguaro, they just have continued to chip away, making it more difficult for Higley to run the football until this play, and probably going to get a horse collar tackle there to add another 15 yards on top of the 15-yard run.
And it was Anthony Polka with the carry there for Higley. And there's your penalty. Polka's already got a touchdown tonight.
Higley's done a nice job making Saguaro defend the entire width of the football field. I mean, it's from sideline to sideline. We've seen plays run out wide like that one. We see them run up the middle. They can pass to both sides of the field and just put a ton of pressure on a defense.
And the clock is running again, 2:45 remaining. No need to go up-tempo here. Just milk that clock if you're Higley.
And since the play clock here at Saguaro High School is not working, you kind of look at the back judge who, when there's 5 seconds left, usually puts his hand up, and I'm not even sure why you're breaking the huddle this quickly.
And they're going to go ahead and snap it. Fagrell going to keep it right side down to the 25. And we have a player down for Saguaro. And it is number 30. That is Brig Randall playing both sides of the ball. He is down. Clock stops, 2:13 remaining.
Didn't see the flag on the field, but it's either illegal motion or illegal formation on Higley, so they'll run 1st down again. Or if you're Saguaro, do you decline it? Because that means it's going to be 1st down. You're going to get 3 more plays. Interesting.
Well, they did pick up 8.
That's the interesting part of it.
Well, let's now take a look at the Central Region standings where Higley and Saguaro reside. And region play beginning tonight for everybody. Take a look here. How about Brophy? Jason Jewell always does a nice job with the Broncos. Steve Campbell, over at Williams Field.
Bunch of really good coaches in this division.
You got Mike Zadebski, took over Shadow Ridge last year, the former Hamilton High School coach.
Yeah, it's going to take a little getting used to all these different regions. As there was the premier region with all those schools, they kind of split them up, and things always a changing.
Yes. So Saguaro elects to take the penalty and pushes Higley back. So now the ball
Well, Saguaro didn't use a timeout there because of the injured player, but the clock does start.
And there's now 2 minutes remaining. SaberCats still at 2 timeouts remaining. Figueroa to the left side. Pass is complete. First down, Higley. Landon Banks. First time we've called his name here tonight. Comes up with the big first down.
Showing a lot of confidence in your quarterback, Figueroa. Getting the ball out to the wide receiver almost like a run. Saguaro has to use their second timeout. 1 remaining and first down for the Higley Knights. So, again, haven't changed a whole lot. Eddie Zuby still throwing the football on this drive, and I think most coaches are going to go so conservative, it's easy to play defense against them. They're just going to hand the ball off and make you use your timeouts. But Eddie Zuby, a couple tricks up his sleeve, and now first down. Seven different receivers for the Higley Knights have caught a football tonight. That's a great job of spreading the ball around. And you add it to that running attack, and Higley is going to be a problem for the opponents on their schedule coming up.
Even moving up from 5A to 6A, where they won 2 state titles, and you speak about success. You know, you can throw the SaberCats in there as well. You look at the most open division appearances, and Saguaro with 4 appearances out of the 6 years there's been an open division, and they won one of those as well. Even though the enrollment here at Saguaro is more like a 4A school. Coming out of the timeout, Polka gets bounced out of bounds. We got a penalty flag coming in late. 1:31 the clock stops at.
And the one thing that you don't want to do if you're the Higley Knights is run out of bounds, because that stops the clock without Saguaro having to use that last timeout.
We'll wait for the call from Steve Castillo as we take a look at that SaberCat sideline.
Holding against Higley, and this is, you know, the situation where if you're Saguaro, it's going to be 2nd and 10. You take the penalty, it's first down. Minute 31 left, 1 timeout.
Eddie Zuby calling in the play. Took over the calling duties 2023. Second down and 7. Polka up the middle. And looks like it's going to be close to a first down. And now we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout SaberCats, their 3rd and final timeout.
And most programs have that card time, timeouts. Can you take a knee? Things like that. I believe you pick up the first down here on 3rd down, and obviously you'll be able to take a knee.
It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard, it looks like, for Higley.
You just see the explosiveness of this Higley Knight team. You can throw the football. 7 receivers that caught a ball tonight. You've got a running attack with that offensive line and those running backs who hit the ground running. Full head of steam behind them. They are not hesitating when they hit that line of scrimmage.
Eddie Zuby's had this Knights team on a really nice run, especially in recent years. You take a look at the run to the 2023 state championship. They're 2nd in a row. Boy, that Desert Edge game in the state championship game came down to the final play. Desert Edge thought they had the victory in that one, but it went the other way, and it went the Knights' way for the state championship. So coming out of the timeout. And now Higley is going to call a timeout.
Well, again, it's all the little things that Eddie Zuby does. They did that exact same thing previously in the game. The quarterback goes from shotgun to be under center, and this time they try to hard count him. And I promise you 99% of high school teams, somebody's going to jump. Saguaro, very disciplined on this play, did not. So you call timeout, you're going to call your play. You've got 2 downs to pick up a yard, and you feel pretty good about that if you're Eddie Zuby.
Well, coming up next, we'll have the Sands Chevrolet post-game report. Sands Chevrolet makes it easy. Nothing has come easy here tonight for the SaberCats. Boy, if they hung tough.
They have hung tough. Again, the first drive of the game, they drive up the ball all the way down the field, and you always talk about finishing drives off with touchdowns rather than field goals. Because you kick too many field goals, and they've only kicked 1, but instead of scoring a touchdown, you come away with 3 points instead of the 7.
So if you're Eddie Zuby in the Higley Knights, you're looking for about a half yard here to put this thing on ice. And they go for the tush push, as our statistician Jared Donans tells us. And Higley in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again.
Signals a first down. Means the clock will start running, and
that should do it.
You can indeed take a knee.
Victory formation. How often do teams practice this, Dale?
Well, good teams practice it a little bit because you're going to be in it. And now you're looking at the back judge to see when he's going to start his countdown from 5 seconds. Probably only have to snap the ball 1 time.
Yeah, with the play clock being at 40 seconds, this should do it. Fagrell takes the snap. That will do it.
More and more backflips in football too, as
Scattaboo.
As we see the Higley Knights and number 84, Landon Banks, the junior, doing a backflip. That'll be all the rage until somebody doesn't make it all the way around.
Exactly. So the Higley Knights moved to 4-2 on the season, 1-0 in region play. And Saguaro falls to 2-4 on the season. Another heartbreaking, tough loss for the SaberCats. 2-4 on the season, 24-17 the final. Saguaro's been competitive with a chance to win just about every game they have played in this season, but it's Higley who comes away with the victory here tonight as Kate Longworth is tracking down Eddie Zuby and has success this time. And I think we're okay to send it down to Kate. Kate, take it away.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Coach, it looked great out on the field. What did you feel like was the key to victory tonight?
We executed there at the end. You know, we had a 4-minute offense, and it's something that we practice all the time. So we were able to keep that ball rolling and ran the clock out with 4 minutes to go. So it was great execution for us at the end. A little sloppy in the second half, but we came through.
We're going to welcome in Daniel as we do this, make it a whole family affair down here. When you guys were able to go out there tonight, it did seem like the effort and the execution was there. From player standpoint, how are things working and gelling with you guys?
We were firing off on all cylinders, getting the job done, came out with the win.
We did talk a lot about this game, just some of the fun surprises out there, how everything was working in all 3 phases. And you told me a little bit at halftime about the Sneaky Pete, but let's go through that from the play calling of it and then also how it felt on the field and ignited this team.
Yeah, it was something that we saw on film when teams would huddle up and stuff like that. We thought we could take advantage of it, and the kids executed it very well. When we talked about it, gave it the name Sneaky Pete, they were super excited. We told everyone on the sideline we were running it, so everybody was on the edge of their seat.
It was awesome. It was a momentum starter, and it got the guys going for sure.
We've had fun just talking about this game. Your dad is obviously a storied coach and has a lot of history and a success that follows him. What is it like for you to be out there and be a player, but then also wear the Sun hat for this guy?
It's awesome, you know. I have a great coach with me, a great father. It's just amazing.
And I bet for you, too, you've had your older son go through the program, and now your younger son, you got to win 2 state titles with him. Now he's a senior. What's it been like for you to just watch this and share the love of the game with your family?
It's amazing, right? It's everything that I could ask for to do it, and I don't want to think about that there's an expiration date on this, so I'm just cherishing every single day that I get to have with him.
Let it go as long as possible,
Yes.
right, guys?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
For sure, yeah.
All right, best of luck in everything.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll send it back upstairs, guys.
Thank you so much, Kate, with the Zoobies. Eddie and Daniel, the Knights get the victory here against Saguaro, 24-17, the final. Coming up next, we have the Sands Chevrolet post-game report. Sands Chevrolet makes it easy. We'll be right back.
Road time is family time, and getting there is part of the fun.
We love our Equinox from Sands Chevrolet.
And we love the price, too. Sands found us the best financing rate, perfect for this crew at a price we can afford.
That's why Sands is the one for us. They always have what we're looking for.
And I like the way they take care of us, so I can take care of them.
Sands is the one.
Sands Chevrolet in Surprise and Glendale, or shop online at sandschevrolet.com.
Dealing with problematic wisdom teeth? Visit the Wisdom Teeth Pros at ProSmile.
I'm Dr. Valangi.
And I'm Dr. Hosseini.
We are oral surgeons
and experts in wisdom teeth extractions.
We offer copays as low as $100, state-of-the-art technology for quick recovery, and sedation options for your comfort. Leave your wisdom teeth to the pros.
Schedule your free consultation and 3D scan today.
ProSmile, the Wisdom Teeth Pros.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignments. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car's out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignments. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are the first to respond. At Global Credit Union, we're here for them and any member who needs financial help anytime, day or night. At Global, service means being available 24/7, 365 days a year. Real people right here in the U.S. Global salutes our first responders and all those who answer the call. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Rhino Shield's unique 3M ceramic technology reflects UV rays away from your home's exterior, reducing wall surface temperatures, and is backed by our 25-year warranty. Rhino Shield won't chip, flake, or peel. Stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Call now for your free estimate and receive 20% off the regular price.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Welcome back, everybody. Higley getting the victory over Saguaro, 24-17, the final. Well, our right-way heating, cooling, and plumbing defensive player of the game, Adam Cooper, shoots into the backfield and gets the big stop on 4th down. A big, big play there for the Knights defense. That's your defensive player of the game, Adam Cooper, brought to you by Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If it's worth doing, do it the right way. Still plenty to come on the Sands Chevrolet post-game report. Sands Chevrolet makes it easy. We'll be right back.
This is my ride. 6.2-liter V8, 33-inch tires, and a sweet suspension system. She's an off-roader's dream, and Sands Chevrolet made my dreams come true. They had it on the lot at a price I could afford, so I could spend less time at the dealership and more time on the trails. They took care of me, and they will take care of you. Sands is the one.
Sands Chevrolet in Surprise in Glendale, or shop online at sandchevrolet.com.
What's the secret of navigating the complex world of Social Security disability? It starts with a call to Sleppy and Ellickson.
They went the distance for me. I'm sure they'll do the same for you.
We didn't know where to turn. Slepian took the case and worked hard to get us the benefits we deserved. They made it so we could focus on my husband's health while they focused on our case.
They are friendly, professional, and caring.
Find out how Sleppy and Ellickson can win for you. Visit Sleppian.com today.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with Rightway. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. Rightway is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 480-WE-FIX-IT or visit rightwayphoenix.com.
Hey, ladies.
Girl, that jacket.
I got it at Goodwill.
With hundreds of thousands of unique items arriving in-store daily, you can get it at Goodwill, too.
Welcome back to the Sands Chevrolet post-game report. Sands Chevrolet makes it easy. Nothing easy about getting the victory here tonight by Higley. 24-17, the final over the SaberCats. And tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Concrete coatings that are out of this world. Speaking of out of this world, Dale, that's how you can describe tonight's player of the game. Higley quarterback, the senior 3-year starter, Gunnar Fagrell.
Yeah, obviously can throw the ball, can run the football in important situations, made some big plays tonight when Higley actually needed it.
Take a look at some of the final numbers here in this one.
Well, the big thing is you look at Higley, 219 yards on the ground on 36 carries. That's over 6 yards per carry. That's the way they won this football game, along with very solid and special teams.
Next week, we are at Centennial at Liberty, a big matchup out there in Peoria. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. For our producer, Brock Kraft, our statistician, Jared Donans, Kate Longworth, Dale Hellestray, and our entire YurView broadcast team, I'm Chris Harris saying so long from Saguaro High School, where the Higley Knights get the victory over the SaberCats 24-17. To watch a replay of tonight's game, you can log on to watch.yurview.com. Thanks for watching Game Time on YurView, and have a great weekend, everybody.
80% of school shooters told someone about their plans. Similarly, before taking their own lives, 7 out of 10 people shared their intention or gave some type of warning or indication. Speaking up can save lives. Look for warning signs, signals, and threats, especially on social media. If you see or hear something, let a trusted adult know. Let's stop gun violence. If you see a gun, tell someone. Gun safety saves lives.
Best Friends, Roadhouse, and Mercantile. A place where dogs, cats, and their people aren't just welcome, they're expected. 5 miles south of Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Best Friends, Roadhouse, and Mercantile.
Arizona, do you have old, ugly, or damaged concrete? You need to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Give your concrete floors a transformation. Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy and is designed to work on your garage floor, driveways, walkways, around your pool and patio. And even better, it's ready to go in 24 hours and has a lifetime warranty. Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call 833-417-0635 for 10% off. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They are out of this world.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile, a place where dogs, cats, and their people aren't just welcome, they're expected. 5 miles south of Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile.
Get ready to meet some of the best high school athletes in America. We'll meet football prospects on both sides of the ball. On defense, we have a 5-star defensive end in Charlotte and an elite cornerback in Baltimore. Then on offense, we'll also introduce you to top quarterbacks in Texas and California. Plus, we'll tell you about a rising name in the world of swimming. Those stories and more are coming up next on Sports Stars of Tomorrow. Hi everyone, I'm Charles Davis and welcome to Sports Stars of Tomorrow. It's not unusual for young athletes to grow up loving one sport, but later learn they have a gift for another. Today's show begins in North Carolina with a defensive end who's left one field of dreams to focus on his football future. And that's this week's 5-star feature. Rodney Dunham was born and raised right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. He proudly attends Myers Park, one of the largest high schools in the state. Even in Rodney's earliest days, his parents knew they had an athlete on their hands.
A funny story, he was in a stroller and maybe not past 2. He had a ball in his hand and he just threw it straight at me. Like for me to catch, like a good, straight on throw. And I caught it and I thought, wow, that's a really good throw for a little baby.
That throwing arm developed quite a bit over the years. Rodney became a pretty good high school pitcher as his fastball reached 90 miles per hour in his sophomore year. As time has gone by, though, it's clear that his future is on the football field, even though Rodney's high school football coach had his doubts when they first met.
I didn't think he was going to be with us for long. Rodney was a really talented baseball player, and he really didn't have a position. He was a tight end and receiver his first year, and I thought he had a chance just because of his size alone, but you just don't know.
I felt like football just could be the most aggressive in it, and I really liked it because my brother played. He played high school, and